I was talking to one of my clients this morning around like emotional trauma and having experienced trauma as a child, as a young adult, and how it just bleeds into our adult life and it bleeds into our capacity and our ability to believe in ourselves and to feel worthy of love and to feel worthy of abundance and all the things that we just are innately worthy of because we've experienced things as children that have taught us that we are not enough and that we're not worthy. And so we make these assumptions about ourselves as children that lead us into this adult life that is very reflective of that belief system of not feeling enough and not feeling worthy and not feeling good enough. And the message today that I want to convey is that every single trauma, every single thing that you've experienced in your life, whether it be from a family member, a friend, or just in general trauma, something that had been traumatic to you, the reason you experienced it was because on a deeper level, you needed to learn something and your soul needed to expand and to grow. And, this is really where expanding your level of consciousness above and beyond just being a human being or a physical body and expanding it into this idea that we are all actually originating from the same source, that we are all actually love and light. We are all actually here on this earth plane to go through a sense of mastery, to learn more about ourselves, to evolve, to grow. Every single person that has been brought into your life is a gift. It's a gift from your higher self. It's a gift from the universe to bring you the opportunity to learn, to grow, to expand, to open your heart more, to trust more, whatever that contract, whatever that agreement is that you had with that soul, that person in your life that created this perception of trauma. You had an agreement with them. You had an agreement with them. And the way we transcend and transmute trauma is by bringing in this high level of awareness and consciousness, not only to the situation, but also having a deeper level of compassion and understanding and forgiveness with ourselves. It starts with ourselves first. If you're able to bring in love and compassion to yourself, for the experiences that you've had, for maybe the decisions that you've made based on your state of consciousness, when you are able to bring in love and compassion to yourself, you are then able then you're able to extend that to other people. It starts first with being able to give it to yourself, being able to give that love and compassion to yourself. And healing trauma, I shied away from it for a long time because I was like, I don't want to open that box. I don't know what's in it. I don't even want to experience it. I don't know what emotions are going to pop up. It was kind of terrifying to me in a way to just dive into that. But it was actually the most liberating experience of my life was when I actually was able to sit with those experiences and bring high level of awareness into them and recognize how they've served me and recognize how they've given me gifts of expansion and growth and wisdom and understanding and bringing more love into my life. Because every single situation, it ultimately is to guide you closer to love. Every single experience is to guide you closer to your true self. And your true self is love and is love and light, right? So when we can actually begin to have awareness of these situations that are causing us pain, and we can recognize a trauma by being triggered. Sometimes you get triggered by something someone says to you or something someone does or an experience or a situation comes up in your life where you feel a sense of overwhelming emotion about something. Well, that's your guidance system. That's your inner child. That's your inner self that's saying, hey, there's a wound here. There's something that I need you to look at. There's something I need you to sit with. There's something that needs your attention. It needs your focus. And as you sit with it and you ask yourself these questions, where is this coming from? What is this trying to tell me? What is this emotion trying to tell me that I'm not aware of? That's the way that we experience guidance a lot of times from our inner self and our inner being is through emotion, because it brings awareness instantaneously. It's either emotion or it's physical pain, but both of those things instantaneously bring your focus and awareness into something. And it's your choice of whether or not you want to look at it. And if you don't look at it, it will persist. It will persist and it will show up in different ways until you actually give it your attention. And some people may experience this in the form of headaches, chronic pain, any sort of ailments that you have physically in your body, anxiety, depression, stress, fear, like all of these things are just really, it's trying to bring your awareness to it. It's trying to help you to look at it so that you don't have to constantly be living in these lower states of consciousness, lower states of feeling and vibration. So as you're experiencing triggers, the best thing that you can do is to stop in that moment. And instead of reacting from a space that you would normally react from, ask yourself, where is this coming from? What is this trying to show me? What is this trying to tell me? And from that space, what do I need to give myself? Because that's ultimately it. When we have these emotions, it's a cry from our inner child. It's a cry from our inner self that's asking for us to give it something that it needs on a soul level, on a deeper level. And when you can say, what do you need? What do you need? Okay, right now I'm feeling scared. I need to feel comforted. I need to feel safe. You give that to yourself. Or maybe I'm feeling really lonely, or I'm feeling really, like I'm not enough. Like you give that validation, you give that support to yourself. And this is how we start to integrate. This is how you start to integrate your inner child with your adult self, and you start to feel a sense of wholeness in who you are, instead of a fragmented version of yourself, as if your inner child is over here and your adult self is over here. You're bringing the two together into one, and you'll feel that sense of integration as you begin to do this work and you begin to transmute these lower emotions, these lower vibrational experiences that you've gone through. Because ultimately, our traumas or the experiences that we've had in our past don't actually exist anywhere except in our minds. They're not actually real. They only exist in a memory. They only exist in our minds. And as we do this work, as we transmute these things through compassion and healing and love and forgiveness and inviting more of this into our lives, we change the memory. We release the energetic charge from these memories that we have, because we flood them with love instead of anger and hatred and fear and all of that. We introduce love to the situation. And any time you introduce love to something that is painful, it dissolves. It's transmuted back into love, and it's transmuted back into light. And that's when you find that emotional release and that emotional freedom within your life. It takes that awareness, the awareness and the willingness to want to feel better. And it's pretty simple. This work is actually really simple. It's not as complex as, sometimes our brains make it out to be, or really scary as our minds make it out to be too. It's actually not that hard. And you can do it. You can do it if you want to, if you choose to. And this is the work that I do. This is the healing work that I do with people. So if you need any guidance, or you need any support, or just don't even know where to start in terms of transmuting trauma and pain and emotions, definitely reach out to me, shoot me a message, drop me a comment. I'm here for you, here to support you through this, as always. And until next time, bye guys.